Special Restored Republic via a GCR report as of Wednesday 20th of October, 2021. Compiled by Judy Byington, MSW, LCSW, therapist RET, journalist, author. 22 Faces, Inside the Extraordinary Life of Jenny Hill and Her 22 Multiple Personalities. Clock activated. Red_castle.green_castle stage_5 to 5y. Let the unsealing begin. Let the declass begin. Let the world witness the truth, we, the people. Justice under the law. Q. Judy. Note, the below intel given by Bruce Tews. Evening 19th of October, has been verified by a reliable high-up source. A. Tews. 19th of October. The big call, Bruce, the big call. Net http://www.thebigcall.net 712-770-4016 pin 123456 Sunday night 17th of October. Tesla Free Energy connected to the U.S. power grid system and all currencies in the first basket to revalue were on bank screens. On Monday 18th of October, Tesla Free Energy was ready to deliver power across the nation. Cost of your former electrical bill should drop by 75%. The military was already using the Tesla Free Energy. On Wednesday 20th of October, bondholders should receive their 1 to 2% payout. On Wednesday or Thursday 21st of October, Tier 4B was expected to be notified to set appointments that could start the afternoon of notification. The emergency broadcast system was set to take over mainstream media on Saturday 23rd of October. Though that date was said to have been changed to either Thursday or Friday 22nd of October. The general public Tier 5 would follow in about 3 days, or around Wednesday 20th of October. Be warning from Whiplash 347, the storm is almost here. Be sure to have 2 to 3 weeks of food and necessities on hand. CQFS update, Charlie Ward: Charlie Ward was the official spokesperson for the Quantum Financial team. They're not in any hurry. They're making sure there are no mistakes. Last week 2 monetary systems from the legacy fund downloaded into the bank and was placed from there to the proper accounts. This week 25 other accounts will be moved. On Sunday 17th of October, the cabal defaulted. The Federal Reserve and IRS were no longer under their control. This opened the door for the global currency reset. The White Dragon family elders have cut off giving credit to the cabal. The backup of ships in the U.S. ports has everything to do with Trump's CEO that there would be no foreign interference in an election. If they did, the U.S. would not trade with that country. 3,300 Starlink satellites have been launched for the new quantum systems to allow the military to take over and ensure transparency in mass media and the global monetary system. Wednesday 20th of October. News from Coach Jerry. The looming Durham report, rumors its release involving actual indictments will surface. Very aggressive rumors this time around. The China Evergrande debacle will finalize October 23rd, causing a devastating financial ripple, eventually turning into a worldwide cascade or financial collapse. Perhaps this was the water cue referenced? Watch the water. As a result of Evergrande demise, many reliable fund managers and investment advisors, I have followed for years, are predicting a major market crash very soon. And they are using the word crash, not correction. Rumor is D1 and D2 may have been released. Unconfirmed. But if true, this is it. I am predicting everything breaks loose on or before October 29th. Why? 1. Still red October month and before the satanic activity kicks into high gear October 31st. 2. The 1929 market crash ushering in the Great Depression happened on October 29 th.3. October 29, 2021 is on a Friday and also a Q date. October 29, 2021, eliminating IE not counting zeros. 1 plus 2 plus 9 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 equals 17 ! F. Food, goods, fuel shortages and the Illuminati's New World Order crisis: Is the supply chain being sabotaged? 14 people to blame for nationwide product shortages to be named Monday 9 p.m. EDT, Hal Turner. Breakneck bottleneck. Record container ships waiting off California coast. 100 ships are frozen at sea outside the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, making the backlog of cargo ships the worst it's ever been, KBC reports. Another 45 ships are expected to arrive by Thursday. The Great Resignation, record 4. 3 men quit U.S. jobs in August alone. The trend of rapidly growing unemployment numbers has spread beyond the U.S., where 20 men have left their jobs since April, mostly from low-income positions, as companies are being forced to lift wages to retain workers. The real news for Wednesday 20th of October, 2021: Dozens of top nuclear scientists with being fired from Los Alamos lab after mandate. Global elites meet in UK summit to avert climate change, a cover for the Illuminati goal of depopulation in order to rule the world. Bill Gates and other billionaires, cybersecurity experts and business leaders hosted by UK royal family. Queen Elizabeth, Prince William and Prince Charles host business leaders, presidential emissaries and tech entrepreneurs including Bill Gates and John Kerry at Windsor Castle for a very lavish reception. Among the guests invited to the Queen's Berkshire home after the day-long conference in London was Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, who was seen leaning forward to shake the monarch's hand. U.S. climate envoy John Kerry, Poppy Gustafson, chief executive of cybersecurity firm Darktrace, and Hamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, executive director of the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, were among those who met with the high-profile royals. The Queen, Charles and Prince William extended a warm welcome to the business leaders and members of the government, including Foreign Minister Liz Truss, and International Trade Minister Anne-Marie Trevelyan. In a foreword for the official Global Investment Summit brochure, the Queen said she was proud of how the United Kingdom is moving toward a sustainable future, but there is much more to do. The head of state also urged nations to rise to the challenge and avert the problems associated with climate change. Her Majesty described how fighting the pandemic has led to scientific breakthroughs and how innovation in the United Kingdom often comes from teamwork against all odds, like the efforts of Alan Turing and his colleagues during World War II to crack the Nazi regime's Enigma code. She added, "Today's challenge, however, is not to crack a code. It is to work together globally to avert the challenges of climate change. It is our collective responsibility, the responsibility of governments, business and civil society to rise to this challenge." FRMR Venezuelan spy chief extradited to U.S. on drug trafficking charges. Spain has agreed to extradite Venezuela's ex-spy master Hugo Carvajal to the U.S. after denying him political asylum. Carvajal, a key ally of the late Hugo Chavez, was arrested in Spain last month. U.S. officials apparently believe he could provide a wealth of information on the alleged drug activities of current President Nicolas Maduro. Japan, Mount Taso, one of the largest volcanoes in the world, has erupted in Kyushu, Japan. This looks to be the first activity at the volcano since 2016. Protests: Chile, Isaimi, thousands of Chileans march in downtown Santiago and other major cities. Latvia goes into lockdown, PM decries low vaccine uptake with 1 MP. Blaming Russia? London, outside the Bill and Melinda Gates HQ London. People are demanding his immediate arrest. Portuguese police seized more than 5 metric tons of cocaine worth $232 million off a 79-foot yacht in the Atlantic Ocean. J. Whiplash 347 The next 3 days: The Korean missile launch from sub happened one day before the Delta drop for it. It is time. Make sure you backed up all your data from social media. I'm about to put out the next 3 days of deltas as we may be a little ahead of schedule. John McAfee is highlighting Q576 about Franzeldrip. If that is going to be released to shut down the internet, then you may want to understand it. Will it be Obama image shooting a U.S. airman? Will it be HRC/Huma Abedin Franzeldrip, or will it be the NSA releasing a whole flood of incriminating evidence onto the internet to bring on the major cyber attacks? Will a video be played in Times Square NYC as well? Make sure you have backed up your data from social media. The whole lot is going. The internet will be rebooted. Operation Mockingbird needs to be removed. Would it make sense to lock down the planet for 10 days then do the 3-day event? You know, Daniel 10:2-3 to November 2nd. 11.3, Protocol 18, AMM, Transfer of Wealth. 11.4, Overnight just like in V for Vendetta. 11.5, Remember the 5th of November. Reset etc., calendar flip back to Julian. Be ready. It looks like a big boom in the next 2 to 3 days. November 4th 2020 plus 347 days. #for Vendetta equals October 17th, USDC default, 1,2,3 October 20th full moon, Hunter's moon. The Hunters become the hunted. 3-day event, based on Queen Death and Bay of Pigs. 34. 3,2,1 10:23, 10 Days of Darkness/Pain begins. Daniel 10:2-3 At that time I, Daniel, mourned for 3 weeks. I ate no choice food, no meat or wine touched my lips, and I used no lotions at all until the 3 weeks were over. 3 weeks equals 21 days. Q says 21 days. 10:23 plus 21 days equals 11:13. Think Mr. Poole, Comex 589 post. Remember SEC will be analyzed. Dark 10, Regulation, Liquidity, Stocks/Assets/Metal Backing. Protocol 18/AMM equals 11.3, this is in the 10 days of darkness, 2 days ahead of schedule equals 11. 11, Bookmark, IT We Are All Unified. Q's second last post. 11:13 Durham Q 2 days ahead of schedule Unified 11. 11.K. The event, it is biblical. There is going to be a big biblical scenario where they make out it's World War III, but really they are activating militaries then bombing all of these satanic Luciferian landmarks. Enacting GCR funds and We the People rebuild. What are some of the very big satanic Illuminati landmarks in the world? Q showed us them. Vatican, Buckingham Palace, White House X2, USA, Germany, 3GD in China, CERN on the Swiss/French border possible. Big Pharma in Wuhan equals Israel. Israel/Khazarians control CCP the media etc. 34 Satanic buildings and dams will fall. Rods of God/do. Worldwide planes and trains grounded. Lights/power switched off. Changing over to Tesla free energy. Bitcoin servers/data center hit and turned off for good. 99.5% of crypto gone. China coins. Enter ISO 20022 coins backed by precious metals. World War III scare event. Nuke sirens. Water event. Stock market crash. Global martial law. Castle Rock scenario. Julian Assange. Quantum systems. Project Odin switched on. Nizar/Jazara/RV election flipping via military courts, FISA. Military tribunals confessions 10-day movie, 3 times 8 hours sessions. 10 countries will be running EBS to cover the whole world. Reveals. Inauguration. The Israeli Mossad control the world's media out of the U.S. Attached is Q1871 outlining this. Project Odin, as mentioned by Ron Code Monkeys, is a powerful anti-deplatforming tool. Project Odin is part of Quantum Starlink. Our new quantum systems are to be protected by secret space programs out of the cabal's reach. Q2337 tells you Mossad media assets will be removed. Think people like Alex Jones, Anderson Cooper etc. and also Mossad satellites. Israeli intelligence, stand down. Media assets will be removed. This part of 2527 tells you that something powerful is going to knock out Mossad media satellites. This will black out the media worldwide, switch us over to the quantum systems. This is Project Odin. All in all, give the reason to activate the military EBS. If you look up the Turksat rocket that launched from the USA in January, you will see it was specifically for military comms to people's TVs and radios in Africa, Middle East, Europe and Central Asia. The event has many facets to it. The worldwide blackout to change over to Tesla energy. Knocking out media satellites, QFS, rise of God on dams and 34 buildings and much more. 34 buildings will be in the event. They are very significant. EU White House, Royal Castles, Buckingham Palace, Vatican, Getty Museum, Playboy Mansion and the like. This will surely make the stock market collapse, as will precision cyber linked to Executive Orders 13,818 and 13,848. It is all a show. Swapping from Rothschild's central bank notes to rainbow treasury notes now backed by precious metals, not oil/wars. Are we still comfy? Or are we scared? A little bit of both is normal. Trump keeps his promises. Have faith in the Lord our God. He will comfort you through the storm. Who saw in January up to 10 countries at once have their power all turned off by the Space Force? Just before that, Israel had that happen for 30 minutes too. If they can turn 10 at once off altogether, they can do the whole lot. Welcome to Tesla. Blackout necessary. Have a look at all the global military exercises now being put in place. It's all happening in front of you. It's the largest global military operation in planet Earth's history. Transition to Jazara/greatness. Now they just have to play out a fake World War III scenario to ring sirens in every national military command center. This is to justify to the whole entire planet many things that have been taking place already. The fact that Jazara military law has been in place, the secret military tribunals, confessions etc. The executions, the lot. And like all militaries normally do, they will help build new things. Yes, quantum Jazara equals global after revaluations of all currencies on Earth equals level playing field. Loads of money to give into third world countries. Third world countries go first. Like I mentioned, many from third world countries will be returning to go and build/rebuild under good and less government. They will have everything to bring their nations up to first world levels. Medbeds, portable medbeds units are being developed which put injured subjects into stasis sleep in order to slow down bodily degradation and conserve life force energy so that patients do not die on their way for medical attention. These portable units are designed for basic wound repair on the go and small-scale organ regeneration.